Hey all, Kenta here. Today I want to show you how you can add captions to your Canva graphics. So specifically if you're looking to create a social media graphic, email content marketing graphic, maybe something for LinkedIn, and you want to basically utilize Canva, add a video onto it, but also add captions. So let's say you want to take a webinar, slap it into Canva and add captions, and that's been a dream of yours. This video is for you. If that hasn't been a dream of yours, but you're curious about how you can take and utilize the beautiful templates of Canva, but then be able to take a live training or webinar and add captions and make beautiful graphics, this video is also for you. So let's dive in. So first of all, we're going to go over here to Canva. Quick shout out to Canva. Y'all have some beautifully designed templates here. So you may already know Canva is a beloved tool by a lot of people who may not really care to use Adobe Illustrator and try and tinker with building some sort of template or anything like that for your social graphics. So you can come here to Canva. You can actually see Canva even has video graphics, but one thing I noticed actually was that they didn't really have captions. They have some really cool motion graphics, but nothing where you can kind of like put a webinar in there, grab the captions, and then have everything look really beautiful. So little bummer there, but we have a solution, so that's all good. So first of all, I'm going to come here and come to an Instagram post, and I'm going to look for a graphic that I want to basically use as the template. I'm going to use this one because it looks professional. I was just thinking when I looked at this, what if this is your company logo here? What if this is actually live video training? And then what if this was where the captions are? And then you have the name of the speaker down here. So everything was already there. Thank you, Canva, again. So let's just dive in. So here, we're going to actually take this and actually throw it into a tool called milk.video. If you're familiar with it, it's a really fantastic tool for taking webinars, live trainings, any long form, and being able to quickly and very easily output it into graphics with captions. So before we get into it, we need to prepare our Canva background graphics. So we're going to delete this because we can add this whole section through the milk. So we don't need this as well. But if we wanted a graphic to go lay over, and I'll show you why, you can actually just go to free vectors, and there's a couple different companies that you can actually look for vectors. If you wanted to pull something like quote or something like that, you can find some cool quote vectors. I've already downloaded mine over here. As you can see, this is the vector that I'll use later, and I'll show you how to use all of it. Okay, stay with me here. Right here, I'm going to delete that because, again, I'll show you why in a second. And I'm going to delete that because that's going to be where our text goes. And I'm going to delete that because we can add that in Milk Video as well. And all I want is just the bare bones, okay? We're going to essentially use it as the background. So I'm going to download that as a PNG and just download. We're going to give it a second. Okay. So here is that graphic. Now we're going to come over here into our tool Milk. Once you've made an account, here's what the dashboard looks like. And we're going to grab the video file. I've already uploaded it, but otherwise you just drop it in here. I'm going to use this one. This is a Zoom call, Zoom kind of webinar or kind of conversation I had with a buddy of mine. So I want to use it. And the great thing about this tool is everything is transcribed for you, and all you have to do is read the transcription, find the part of the video that you want to use as your marketing graphic and video, and just what they call clipping it. So you can click C or click that clip section area, and it'll show up right here. Go ahead and click Create as Video, and preview and download. Give it a second. All right, so here we have the canvas. We're just going to give it a second for my browser to catch up. Okay, so here we are in the canvas, and I'm going to come over here to uploads to the left side. I'm going to upload media, and you may have guessed it, we're going to upload that background graphic that we had just gotten from Canva. So once it's ready to go, we just click that and then insert to canvas. There we go. Now you notice that the canvas of milk video, our video is actually horizontal, it's landscape, and we want it to be square. So we just have to be here over here in the left side in the brand section. We're gonna just make sure that our section, our canvas is also square. We can pull that so it matches. And of course, now you notice that the video is gone and the text that we want to use is also in the back. So we're going to come over here to layers. We're going to grab that image layer and we're just going to pull it to the very back. There we go. And now you can start to see how it's looking like the other graphic, right? The graphic that we had was this one. So this is a little bit of the inspiration. So here we have that top section. I'm going to pull it so it's like that. And just start to style that. So what does that look like here? I have a bad habit of leaning my head in when I need to look at things closely, so excuse me. There we go. So you can go ahead and style that however way you want to. There we go. And then of course we want to take, this is the caption section, and I'm going to center it. Let's see, where was that? So I'm going to make the color black. And this is the inactive caption, so this is when it's idle. So I'm going to make that actually gray. I like the way it's looking so far. I always find that when it comes to captions, the texts that are a little bit bigger are easier to follow, easier to see. Also keep in mind people might be looking at it on mobile. So we keep it like that. And then we come over here to the text section. You can see on the left side. And I'm actually going to grab, oops, we don't want to do that. I'm just going to grab this text and I'm going to drag it down here. I'm going to style it again, maybe to 13. Oh no, that's way too small. Usually 30, yeah, 36, 24 is usually okay. And again, this is actually just you who's talking, right? So Kenta and Min, we can say art versus content. I think that's what we're talking about. And then of course, the color, we want to change the color to something that's maybe something like that, and just drag it to the center there, right? So now it's starting to look similar. You can of course add way more copy to it or way more kind of style to it. And then again, if we wanted to add this quote section here, you could always, if you have graphics capabilities, you can create that in Illustrator or even probably on Canva, you can pull that. But I'm just going to come over here to uploads. And I'm going to drop in the PNG file, upload that file of the right quote. Give that a second. Insert that to canvas. Ooh, that is big. If I wanted to, again, it's a little bit of a different aesthetic, but you get the point here, I think. So I can make that a little bit smaller. Maybe I grab this section. Keep grabbing the text. Where's that? Oh, that's not the style we want it, right? We want it to be, make sure it's the style that you want it at. There we go. Now we are starting to, this is starting to look good. There we go. Okay, so I'm really liking how this looks. So there we go. That's, again, it's not exactly because the Zoom call, we have the black bar, but if you wanted, and it was just you or something like that, or a video, another video that you had taken, you can, of course, that can be replaced with any video. So I'm just going to keep it as is. And then, of course, if you wanted to add a logo up here, you could totally do that. Come over here. Again, you can add any kind of graphic or image over here. So I think there I added there should be a file with the logo. believe this is it here. So we can throw that on top like that. All right, now it's looking real good. Okay, so now once you're satisfied with how it looks, then you come over here to save and share, and all you have to do is start export. So it says it's going to take about a minute, but they'll also email you the link to download once it's done. So at this point, that's all you have to do. Go on with your merry way and just go ahead and download that when you are done so that you can again share it to your LinkedIn or any type of spaces in which you're distributing this content. So let's do a quick recap. So again, the whole idea was how can you utilize Canva and their beautiful graphics, but also turn it into a social media content where the webinar and the captions are also working together. So what we did was we went to Canva, we found a template that we really liked, we took the parts out of it that we were going to replace on a Milk video, we grabbed the bare bones, we came over here to Milk video, and then we inputted everything in. We took the video that we wanted to utilize as the actual video and the captions, and then we basically started to piece everything together, and that's it. And you're walking away with a really beautiful graphic. All right, give that a try and let us know if that's helpful.